Does your house mix sound great, but your live stream like trash? That's because you need a separate mix for your live stream. In this video, I will show you how to build that live stream mix and send it to your streaming device, all in just 5 simple steps. Welcome to Audio Nerd, I'm Brent. In this video, we're going to show you how to create a stream mix that is completely different from your house mix. And then I'll show you how to send that to your streaming device. First, let's go ahead and pick a Mixbus that we're going to use for the live stream mix. This will then be routed in the next step to one of the outputs of the board, and that will go to your streaming device. Once we've chosen which aux mix that we're going to use, we want to decide which of the outputs we're going to use on the mixer to send that stream to. In this case, we're going to be using one of the aux sends. To set up this routing, we want to go into the routing menu of our mixer, then scroll over to the aux out tab. You scroll down to which output we're going to be using. In this case, we're going to be using this one. We're going to assign it to Mixbus 1. And that's all we have to do in this step. We're going to jump into step 3 right now. Now we're simply going to go down and select our Mixbus. In this case, we're using Mixbus 1, so we want to go down to Mixbus layer 1 through 8. Then we want to hit the select button for that mix, and then hit Sends on Fader. Here we will be able to mute and unmute which channels we want to use in the live stream, as well as use the faders to adjust everything and mix our live stream. To be able to hear the mix, you're going to want a good pair of headphones. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit the solo button, and we should be able to start creating that mix. Make sure that as you are mixing, that you watch the meter on your mix bus, just to make sure that you aren't clipping anything causing distortion. Step 4, we are going to actually make the physical connections between your mixer and your streaming device. You're going to want to do a little research, make sure you find what cables you need for this part. In our case, we're going to be using a cable that has a male 1/4 inch TRS connection on one side and an 1/8 inch male TRRS connection on the other side. I also like to add a little inline ground loop isolator. This will just help the audio if there's any kind of humming or hissing coming from the mixer that is due to a ground loop. You're going to want to connect that ground loop isolator to your actual streaming device. Next, we're going to want to continue connecting things together. You'll go from the ground loop isolator to the input of your streaming device. In case of a computer, you'll use the mic input. ATEM Mini has its own audio input. It just depends on whatever streaming device you're using. The last step is to make sure that all your levels are good going to your live stream. Depending on how you're streaming, you'll have various ways to tell how the audio is coming in. For example, OBS has a volume control in the audio mixer of it right here. The ATEM Mini has 2 ways of adjusting the input volume. One is on the switcher itself. The other is in the software itself, where you can use the fader in the software to adjust the volume. And here you'll also be able to see what the volume coming in looks like and make sure you're not clipping there as well. Make sure you do several live stream tests before actually going live. Just because the sound sounds awesome on your headphones doesn't mean it'll actually sound good on the actual live stream. Social media platforms will compress your audio and also add limiters to it, so you can lose instruments in the mix and sometimes vocals. So you'll want to make sure that you just listen to your live stream and mix a little as well to make sure everything sounds good. One thing to keep in mind, there is a delay between what you're actually hearing and what comes out on the live stream. Usually about 5 to 10 seconds is what I have found. And there you have it. Now you have a custom live stream mix from your mixer that is separate from your house mix. If this helped at all and you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and leave a comment what you'd like to see next. Also, please like and subscribe. That really will help the channel grow. And until next time, I will see you later.